What would happen if you stopped drinking water for a whole week? Water, making up about 60% of the human body, is not just a simple beverage. It's the very essence of life. Every cell, tissue, and organ in your body needs water to function efficiently. Without it, immediate consequences begin to surface. Symptoms of dehydration, like headaches, dizziness, and fatigue, are just the beginning. These signs quickly escalate, signaling the body's desperate need for hydration. Let's dive deeper into the daily impacts of going waterless. Day 1 without water. How does your body react? As the clock ticks on the first day of no water intake, the body begins to show subtle yet telling signs of dehydration. You might notice your mouth feels unusually dry, a nagging headache starts to set in, and your trips to the bathroom become less frequent with noticeably darker urine. These are your body's initial alarms, signaling a desperate need for hydration. As the body screams for water, the situation only intensifies. By day 2, the absence of water begins to take a toll. With each passing hour, the body's plea for hydration intensifies. Now, the symptoms of dehydration are not just uncomfortable, they are unmistakably severe. Headaches evolve from mild discomfort to pounding agony, a clear signal from the brain crying out for moisture. Urine turns a deeper shade of amber, an alarming indication of the body's increasing struggle to conserve water. Lethargy deepens. Movements become sluggish, each step heavier than the last as the body's energy reserves dwindle. But there's more happening beneath the surface. Blood volume decreases, leading to a drop in blood pressure. This reduction compromises blood circulation, and vital organs begin to receive less oxygen and nutrients. The heart works overtime to compensate, pumping faster in a desperate bid to sustain blood flow. This cardiovascular strain is just the beginning of a cascade of bodily stress responses, and yet the worst is far from over. Day 3 without water. Your body is now in a state of emergency. As hydration levels plummet, the brain begins to feel the impact intensely. Cognitive functions suffer. There's a noticeable dip in your ability to focus and process information. Irritability sets in, making even the simplest tasks feel frustratingly complex. Concurrently, the physical ramifications of dehydration deepen. Severe constipation may occur as the body clings to every last drop of moisture, refusing to waste even a small amount. Urine output continues to dwindle, growing scant and darker, a clear indicator of the body's desperate state. Moreover, these symptoms are just the tip of the iceberg. As the body is deprived of essential fluids, every system begins to strain under the pressure of maintaining basic functions without the necessary resources. With each passing day, the stakes get higher. Days 4 and 5. The body's resilience is fading fast. As we venture deeper into the perilous terrain of dehydration, the human body begins to exhibit more severe and alarming complications. Kidney stress intensifies, edging closer to potential failure. Without adequate water, the kidneys struggle to filter out toxins and maintain fluid balance, a critical function for survival. The risk of developing kidney stones or enduring acute kidney injury increases dramatically, signaling a dire need for intervention. Meanwhile, muscle cramps become more frequent and severe. Muscles deprived of essential fluids and electrolytes begin to malfunction. These cramps are not just painful, they are a stark indication of the body's desperate plea for hydration. The smooth operation of muscle and nerve functions is compromised, leading to decreased mobility and increased pain. As the body's hydration levels continue to plummet, the risk of seizures escalates. The brain, which is approximately 75% water, suffers significantly from dehydration. Cognitive functions slow, and in severe cases, the electrical discharges in the brain can become erratic, potentially leading to seizures. These are not only terrifying, but also highlight the critical nature of water in maintaining neurological health and stability. Every system in the body is now operating on borrowed time, struggling to perform basic functions under the stress of severe dehydration. Survival becomes a race against time. Day 6, nearing a critical threshold. At this juncture, the body is not just knocking on danger's door, it has nearly stepped through it. Without water for 6 days, the physiological strain becomes not only extreme, but life-threatening. One of the most perilous conditions that emerges is severe kidney failure. The kidneys, vital organs for filtering waste and balancing bodily fluids, are heavily dependent on adequate hydration to function. Deprived of water, they struggle to perform, potentially leading to an accumulation of toxins in the body, a situation that can quickly become fatal without intervention. Furthermore, the brain, which is composed of about 75% water, begins to falter. Individuals might experience not just severe headaches or dizziness, but also hallucinations, vivid and often distressing perceptions of things that are not actually present. This neurological distress signals a dire need for hydration. Additionally, the heart is put under tremendous strain. The blood thickens due to the lack of fluid, making it more difficult for the heart to pump it throughout the body. This increased cardiac workload can lead to heart complications, even failure, particularly in the absence of prompt medical treatment. On day 6, every moment without water pushes the body closer to irreversible damage or death. Immediate medical intervention becomes critical to reverse the life-threatening effects of such prolonged dehydration. But what happens if you reach day 7? Day 7 without water, a critical juncture. By day 7, the human body has been pushed to its absolute limits. Dehydration has taken a severe toll, and the body is in a state of crisis. Every system, every cell is crying out for moisture that isn't coming. The heart, trying to pump viscous, depleted blood, is under immense strain. The kidneys, desperate to filter waste without adequate fluids, are on the brink of failure. At this stage, multiple organ failure is not just a risk, it's a looming certainty. The liver, kidneys, and heart are struggling to perform their essential functions. The lack of hydration has thickened the blood to a sludge-like consistency, slowing circulation and reducing oxygen delivery to tissues. This severe oxygen deprivation can lead to a cascade of fatal complications. Neurologically, the brain has shrunk away from the skull, impairing cognitive functions and possibly causing irreversible damage. Confusion, hallucinations, and a loss of consciousness are common as the brain ceases to operate normally. The immune system is also compromised, leaving the body vulnerable to infections and other complications that it would normally fend off with ease. The skin has lost its elasticity, and the eyes have sunk back into their sockets, a visual testament to the body's desperate need for water. Survival beyond this point without intervention is exceedingly rare and usually results in permanent damage or death. The consequences are clear, but why is water so crucial? Why is water indispensable to human life? Water, the fluid of life, courses through every vein, every cell of our bodies. Comprising up to 60% of the human body, it plays a pivotal role in nearly every biological process we depend on. From the synapse of a neuron to the beating of a heart, water is there, ensuring that everything functions as it should. Let's recap the journey of water in our bodies. It starts at the cellular level, where water acts as a medium for cellular processes, facilitating the transport of nutrients and the expulsion of waste. Without adequate hydration, cells begin to shrivel, leading to impaired cell function and, ultimately, cell death. Moving beyond the cellular, water is critical for maintaining blood volume, allowing the blood to circulate through vessels, delivering essential elements, and removing wastes. It is also vital for kidney function, which relies on water to filter out toxins and excess salts. These organs are particularly vulnerable to the effects of dehydration, which can lead to kidney stones or more severe kidney damage. Furthermore, water plays a crucial role in regulating body temperature. Through the process of perspiration, the body can cool itself to maintain a stable internal environment, crucial for survival in varying temperatures. Remember, staying hydrated is not just about quenching thirst, it's about keeping your body functional and healthy. Drink water regularly, not only to fend off dehydration, but to ensure that every part of your body is nourished and well-functioning. As we've seen, the journey through a week without water is perilous. Starting from the initial pangs of dehydration, each day unfolds into a more severe tableau of health complications. Day 1 brings dry mouth and fatigue, signaling the body's urgent need for water. By the second day, headaches and dizziness become more pronounced, a clear testament to water's role in maintaining basic bodily functions. As the days progress, the situation escalates, beyond mere discomfort to dangerous territories. The kidneys struggle without adequate hydration, risking severe damage or failure. Brain function deteriorates, affecting memory, mood, and even the ability to perceive reality clearly. Muscles cramp, the body overheats, and by the 7th day, the risk of life-threatening conditions peaks. This stark progression underscores a simple yet vital truth. Water is essential. It's not merely about quenching thirst, it's about sustaining life. Drink water, not just when you're thirsty. Make it a regular life-sustaining habit.